Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down, Falcons.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Todd Gurley.
Desmond King making the tackle.
Desmond King on the tackle.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Falcon ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
15-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
14-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 31, Ryan, short throw underneath to Hurst. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
The warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. from the 38. Ryan. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Atlanta.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Completes his short throw to Stacker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards.
And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 15 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Falcons 14, Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He was looking for a Nunwa there, and now it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
For the Falcons.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Charger drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Herbert. His throw here is incomplete. He was
looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
At the 26.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, they run with Gurley. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And the pass complete to Enunwa. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
2 yards on the play. And a Falcon first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 31, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Now it's Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Desmond King on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
48-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
34-yard line.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Coverage by Keanu.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
On 4th down, Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Early on 1st down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
A gain of 6
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From down near his goal line here, Herbert going deep here for Allen. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
At the 39.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right, if it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
9 yards. First down, Falcons.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Atlanta, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.